What's up? Today we're going to look at some videos that will confuse you, but together we'll try to figure out what is happening in these videos. Let's do it! What am I watching here? Is that a man stripping a tree with his teeth? Is that a half man, half beaver? There's gotta be a better way, right? If you're a dentist right now, you're probably losing your mind. My teeth hurt just looking at this. The context I need is that group of people that are watching him. Is that just like a random group of people that stumbled upon this in the woods or the jungle? Or is it like this is their tour guide and he was like, oh, hold on, I gotta take the bark off this tree real quick. Hold on. I'll show you the rest of the jungle later. Got work to do also. Don't shake your head at his culture, sir. There's gotta be a good reason. I refuse to believe anyone would do this. Just maybe he's sharpening his teeth. Ow, ouch. It hurts just looking at it. Get her! Get her! Get back in there. She's not looking. Yeah, get her! Oh, yeah, take out her knee. See, the bunny knows that that right knee is her bad knee. That's a hare trying to protect its friend. I don't know exactly what she's going to do with that bunny, but I imagine it's fine. It does make me a little worried that she's dressed in hunting gear, but I don't think this is how you hunt hares, right? You don't go into their enclosure and be like, okay, I got one. Oh, man, that is a brave hare, though, because that's a prey animal, right? Bunnies and hares, they're prey animals, which means that they only exist to be eaten by other animals. So their instincts are pretty dog shit. Just saying. One of a bunny's trademark instincts is when it's running away, if it thinks it's going to get caught, it'll just have a heart attack. Because it doesn't want to get eaten, so instead it'll give itself a heart attack and then boom, can't get me if I get myself first. Solid strategy. You know, I try that strategy sometimes, but it's more of like faking a heart attack and then falling over. There's no real benefit. It's just when I get into like awkward conversations with people and stuff, I'll just be like, sorry. Ambulance comes and I'm like, all right, guys. All right, sorry. That was getting very uncomfortable. I don't like talking about politics. Jay-Z wore a Patek Philippe. Oh, Patek. I don't know. I'm not going to say this right, all right? Jay-Z wore a Patek Philippe Grandmaster chime at the Met Gala worth $6.5 million. And this is the first thought that went through my head. I really want to know what makes a watch this expensive. Well, obviously, there's unicorn poop inside it. Some sort of, I don't know. Yeah, honestly. It's like you just attach a name to something and all of a sudden it's super... You know what makes it super expensive is that Jay-Z was willing to spend $6.5 million on it. And now all of a sudden that's what it's worth. He was probably like, oh, I can get it for $30? No. Here's 6.5. I just want people to say that's how much it's worth. Does anybody actually know what makes this watch so valuable? Because to me, it just looks like a watch that will take me longer to read. Does this watch prolong your life? I could do so much more with $6.5 million. You know, Jay-Z, hey, if you're throwing that at a watch, why don't you just like, you know, throw a couple mil at my family and then we'll be much better off. I know I don't know you, but I think we could be friends. Here's a guy feeding birds. Oh my God. Okay. Cool. I mean, you're basically making out with birds, not feeding them. I can't help but think that there's something twisted about this. You know, he's like getting off on it or something. I just don't know. They're not your pet birds. These are like birds that live in the street. You're letting a homeless bird eat out of your mouth. These can't be your own pigeons. And he must do this all the time. Everybody's just not even staring. Why is nobody staring at him? They're like, well, you don't stare at the crazy people. Well, I guess you don't stare at crazy people because if you lock eyes with a crazy person, all of a sudden they're like, someone wants to talk? He's going to come over and be like, hey, you want to help me feed the birds? What I need you to do, when they start eating out of my mouth, can you just like tweak a nipple? Like, just go like, yeah, to me. Yeah, that'll help. That'll help a lot. Okay, and this video's been going viral since yesterday. I think this is in Brazil or something. Someone spotted Michael Jackson on a bus.
Ai, gente, esse fela da puta enganou nós direitinho, mano. Você tá trampando no atacadão agora, Michael? Oxe, tá louco, Michael?
And, you know, people can't figure out if this is AI or not. AI says it's not AI, but how can you trust them to know? How can you trust it to tell you the truth? Yeah. Maybe it's trying to confuse us now. So this guy just put the camera in his face and started filming. I mean, people are like, oh, it's probably just a look-alike, but look, I'm no facial expert, but I looked at a picture for about 5 minutes and I compared them side to side, and I have confirmed that it is Michael Jackson because the nose and the chin are too similar. So if that's not AI, I'm sorry, it's Michael Jackson. I'm just gonna go deep into this conspiracy theory. I don't dive into conspiracy theories ever, but I'm just gonna, this one I'm gonna lock in because I mean, if he's alive, then maybe we'll get a new album or something. I completely forgot that this video existed too. This was apparently 61 days after Michael Jackson passed. Someone filmed this coroner's van that looks like Michael Jackson hopped out. It's got creepy music in the background, so you know it's legit. I mean, first of all, the shaking seems so deliberate in this video. Do you think that this was just all set up? I don't know. But the one that's really compelling to me is that Michael Jackson on a bus. Everyone's like, oh, he wouldn't take the bus. He's just living a normal life now, okay? He can't be riding around in a Rolls Royce. He can't be taking limos here and there. He's got to blend in. He's got to look normal. Look, Michael, at this point, we know you're alive. We know you faked it just to get out of the spotlight and clear your name and everything. So just drop a new album for us, okay? Just really mess with everyone and start releasing these secret tracks. Just be like, oh, secret song that we never knew Michael Jackson. I don't know. Let's look at that one again. Yeah, I don't know, man. And he looks so angry that he got spotted. I just need to hear him talk. If he looks at that guy and he's like, oh, you're so ignorant, man. You're so ignorant. Then I know for sure it's Michael. Anyway, let's move on. This isn't a conspiracy theory video, but honestly, there's so many things that have come to light in the past few years. I would not be surprised if this actually was Michael Jackson and he just came out and he's like, yeah, look, guys, they don't want to be in the spotlight anymore. Look, I'm just saying. Crazier things have happened. Anyway, I said we're going to move on, so let's move on. Here's a guy on the subway, and he's breathing in a plant from this, like, apparatus thing. Breathing air from a plant. Is that thing even producing enough air? Like, one breath of air, right? I don't know. That's pretty cool. That's, like, next level masking yourself, right? You put a mask on, and not only are you keeping the germs out of your face, but now you've got your own air system. Pretty cool, actually. Except when you walk around with this, you just look like an evil villain from some vibe I get. Like you're gonna fight Batman or some shit. Oh, here's a creepy one. What if you saw this hand coming out of your bath? Gotta be like a raccoon or something, right? Probably not a demon or a gremlin or an alien. Who knows? It's got opposable thumbs, so it's either a raccoon or something else that wants your soul. Oh, this is about the point in the video where I let you know, please feed the algorithm. Also, we're going live tonight on twitch.tv/FluffeeForTheWin, youtube.com/FluffeeForTheWin, kick.com/FluffeeForTheWin. Those are all, pick your platform. We're gonna have some fun for a couple hours tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Subscribe to the channel and let's continue. French teen woke from 3-week coma believing she had raised children for 7 years in an alternate life, now needing therapy to deal with grief. Wow, that one is wild to me. I've always felt like maybe dreams are like some sort of alternate reality. You know, I always like to think about those kind of ideas where it's like you fall asleep and you really are transported to another place. Although I have some weird dreams, so that would be alarming if some alternate reality where like all my teeth are falling out and like a raccoon is... never mind. We don't need to get into what the raccoon was doing to me. But yeah, she's going through therapy now. Could you imagine? We've all had those dreams that are so real where we wake up and we feel like distraught at first, or you're like, oh man, and you feel so good that it's not real, or you still feel like angry because of what was happening. I've had dreams where my wife's being like really rude to me in the dream and I'm like, I can't believe you did that. You know that wasn't really me. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Alternate reality wife can be real mean to me. I can't imagine it being so real that you thought you lived out an entire lifetime. Also, that's pretty cool. You got to live a whole life that you never would have. Or maybe now that she's awake in the coma, maybe that's the dream. And then she's going to wake up back in her life. What if every time she goes to sleep, she goes back into that life? And her husband's like, where have you been? You were missing for 24 hours nearly. The kids were worried sick. That's a crazy thought. POV, I found out what's been making all that damn noise in my ceiling. Oh. Oh, wow. That's creepy. Oh, it looked at you. At first I was like, aliens, but those are just baby owls, I think. They're baby owls, some sort of bird. But I see this and I'm like, man, I bet you there's a lot of like people who think that they saw a gray alien, but they really just saw a baby bird without feathers standing there, and they're like, oh my god, it's staring at me, look at the big eyes. Because my eyes could not adjust on what this was at first. You imagine that just like in a bush peeking over at you? I'd think it was an alien. Then I'd catch it. And then I'd have a pet owl. It'd be cool.
Big dog, I have no idea what kind of scenario. Like, was it a fucking problem in the shipping company? Or like, fuck it, dude, just drop them off anyway. I'm not hauling them anymore, brother. What?
It's true. Why do you have so many mattresses there? I feel like someone's trying to start a liquidation company, because the bread and butter of a liquidation company is beds, basically mattresses, cheap bedding. Maybe they're doing some sort of viral video where they something with mattresses. If this was like Mr. Beast's house, I'd be like, oh shoot, some big videos coming out that has to do with 1,000 mattresses. Yeah, I don't know. Someone explain it. They're brand new mattresses. At least give them away to people that need them. There's this one hair that keeps scratching my nose, and it's so damn annoying. I gotta shave my beard down. It's getting too long. That's so annoying. Sometimes it's like, this area of my face just acts like a sponge. You know, I drink milk and it just goes inside, and then like 2 weeks later I'm like, what's that sour milk smell? No, I'm just kidding. I take showers. I take daily showers. Whew. Good, I tricked them into thinking I take daily showers. Here's a really cool piece of art. This is apparently a paper sculpture. That's so cool. A lot of talent, and that just looks like fun. That looks like the best fidget toy ever. Oh man, if I had that on my desk, it would be broken. Like, I'd be ripping it apart. I'd be playing with it so much it would not have any value anymore. That's pretty awesome, though. I don't know who this artist is, but he's very talented. Unless that was just someone viewing it, and he was like, hey, check this out. And the artist is like, stop touching my sculpture. And we'll end with this one here. This is a police officer trying to teach a lesson about pickpocketing. It's a police officer who also knows how to pickpocket. So you can see he's just taking things out of people's pockets. Oh man, that lady almost caught you, you see? Oh, look at that. What would you do if you saw police officers taking someone's phone? Like, literally just stealing it. Oh no, he's not gonna. Oh, that is savage. With the chopsticks? You're a show-off. I can't use chopsticks that well. Oh, it's talking so
我刚才在买菜的时候把钱包
想放外面的是吧？
放到外头。
我跟你说啊，这把东西放外面的，再
So
扒
he's
手的废话
basically
你就
just
白给
teaching this guy a lesson
意思
about
就送给扒手
pickpocketing.
哦，对
啊。你这个里面有没有口袋？
我里边有口袋。
里面有口袋是吧？里面有口袋，里面放东西了吗？手机是吧？那你把钱包也放到这里面。
对对对。
啊。
Oh no, you didn't even see it. I didn't even see him take that again. This dude is slick.
我给你放里面，好
Now,
吧
come on, that one's obvious.
放里
He's
面，你
obviously
这个
gonna
裤子
take
口袋
the
里面有
phone
东西
again,。right? Yeah, there you go.
你的卫生纸
I wonder what this
把
police
这个放过
officer
去吧
did
你把这个拉链拿起来。
before he was a police
马上过年
officer.
了，提醒大家把这条视频一定要转发给自己的家人朋友啊，这个看好自己的随身物品。
如果不是亲眼所见，我是万万不敢相信的。
I mean, it is a good lesson. He said that when it's in your pocket like that, pickpockets call it a freebie. So, yeah, what did you learn about pickpocketing? That any police officer will take your phone in a second if you leave it in your pocket like that. Cool. And if you put pickpocket on your resume, you'll more likely to become a cop. I don't know, man. Okay, so that's what I got for you today. Nova, you got anything? Nova, pop your head up, Nova. Nova, pop your head up. The camera's up too high. Nova, you there? You okay? You lazy bones. People keep telling me to leave her alone when she's napping. Look, if I don't talk to her at the end, you won't even know she was here the whole time. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I will see you again soon. Hit the like button, leave a comment, do all that good stuff. Have some conversations in the comments. I've been having fun replying to you guys. And I'll see you again soon. Come up to your screen. Burp.